You're going to pull it apart, and you get a sound effect right off the bat. If I'd turn the thing on. Alright people, welcome back to another Fwoosh toy review. I'm looking at the San Diego Comic-Con 2014 Mattel exclusive Batman Arkham Knight Batmobile. This thing's a monstrosity, so forgive my makeshift background. But yeah, it's going to be a quick shot of the package. I don't have a lot of room where I'm working at, but pretty much have a huge box. I can't imagine going to Comic-Con and actually picking this up and then carrying this around for the rest of the day. It'd definitely make a hotel run. Yeah, it's a nice box. It has a nice handle on top for carrying it around. It's tabbed, and then the top is like a presentation piece, I guess. It has two tabs on bottom that you loosen. I've already taken it off, but take it apart, and it reveals the actual Batmobile and small-scale Batman. It has, you know, the logo, everything. It had flashing lights. It includes the batteries. Awesome, because I hate batteries. Points out the engine output. This glows red. It has a try me button. On top, it points out the Vulcan cannon. Everything's already in battle mode or war mode or whatever they call it. I'll look at the box. I just opened this thing up. But the vertical halogen lights, those light up apparently. Back of the box has schematics, nice X-ray view of and then the action features, this and that. I haven't had a chance to look at it all yet, but I'll have pictures on thefwoosh.com during the regular review that you can go look at, because this is just a quick look at the package, so I can get this thing out of this huge package and play with the semi-huge Batmobile. I'm not used to actual vehicles, so but cut away and get this bad boy open. Okay guys, I'm back. I finally got the package opened. It was strapped down, locked down, plastic keys, wiring, plastic straps, rubber bands. I feel like I escaped from jail. I had to do a lot of cutting. But there's the Batmobile. I mean, I think this is pretty much the only Batmobile I've ever had, so I can't compare it to anything. I can say that even though it's for the smaller scale, I'm gonna guess what, 3 3/4. I'm a 6-inch guy. I like them big, medium. But yeah, it's big enough. Definitely, my son saw this in the package and absolutely freaked. But he's probably gonna end up with this. I have no place to put it. So, but it is awesome for what it is. I mean, I'm excited about the new game. He's excited about the new game. I hear about it every day. Who Arkham Knight is, this and that. But Mattel did a pretty good job with this. It looks, from what I've seen, you know, I'm not following it bit by bit, but it looks pretty damn close to what the game looks like. It has some nice Batman logo in the center of the hub. Some paint's worn a little bit right here, like high-speed chases. Little silver dry brush going over the black there. It has a lot of nice detail. Vents and this and that. I can't tell you all the technical specs of it, but one thing I kind of like, this is a rubber piece right here, so you know, if it gets rolled across the floor too hard and bumps into something, you're not going to scuff the furniture with a big ass piece of Batmobile. Now, first thing I started doing, wheels don't like to stay in alignment. First thing, I had to try out the action figures action features right off the bat. Now notice there's a switch right here. The middle is off. Pretty self-explanatory. Now the I and the T, where'd it go? I'm not quite sure what the difference is here. I would think it would be, you know, on, you know, and test, but I've had it on T and I've had it on I, and there's no noticeable difference. First thing you're going to do, pretty much take this and split it in the back. You're going to pull it apart and you get a sound effect right off the bat. If I'd turn the thing on. Okay, we're going to turn it on. Now, I'm going to split it. Pretty nifty. The wheels are kind of hard to maneuver, but you can spin it. You get side-to-side action. I know my setup sucks right here. You get side-to-side with the wheels. If I had a big flat surface. That sound effect pretty much copies itself. Well, it's not the same effect, but when you close it, it's kind of a locked together thing. Now, whenever you pull apart, I don't know if you can see that, there's a peg right here. Now that retracts out whenever, or it goes in whenever you pull the apart, and the wheels have this groove right here. So whenever it's in, you know, just car mode, it locks into that peg. Well, kind of locks into that peg. Rotate around, you're back in car mode. Now, or pursuit mode, I should say. Technical term. Now, you have a button on the back here. This is for your car sounds. Start up, I would assume. Now the idle sound kicks the headlights on. And then you go into chase mode. Headlights. I thought it was chase mode. It's different every time. Take off. Let's just push it a lot randomly. Pretty nifty. The halogen lights, pretty bright. So that's the sound effects for attack mode and pursuit mode. Let's bring it back open. Now, here you bring up the weapons. Now I've noticed it's easier, not so much coming out, but going back in, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Push right here, and you get the weapons. You get the cannon, the Vulcan, and the Gatling gun type thing. Now, I don't know if Batman would be happy with bullets. I'm sure they're rubber or something. Like I said, I haven't actually got into the game yet. But each one, well, these side weapons have buttons in the back. For the cannon, you get a nice shot. and lights. Nice sound effects. I mean, usually, you know, they sound kind of recorded, kind of muffled. They're actually not bad at all. Now on the Gatling gun side, the sound of the rotation of the 3 barrels. Is it 3 barrels? Yeah, 3 barrels. As it fires, it kind of lights up, builds up, then it cools down. Now if you hold it, you're gonna overheat. Goons will be all over your car. It's just pandemonium. Takes a while for the red light to burn down. Oh, I waited too long. It slowly went red. Oh, well, you can go right back to shooting. Now, when you want to retract this back into the body, you take the barrel, push it back in, you flip down the 2 side weapons. Let's bring this in. It's probably not a good idea to pull it by the front. It's easier to do it by the back here. Now, I'm going to take the 2 side weapons, flip those down. Like I said a minute ago, if you push on the front, and it took me a while to figure this out because I'm a moron. If you're pushing on the front here, it doesn't want to go down. I was like, no, my Batmobile is broken. So it kept popping back out. I was like, my son is going to be pissed. So you take it back, you push back here, and the car tries to drive off. It pushes straight down. So there's it kind of binds right here. So keep that in mind. It's easier in the back. Okay, now the cockpit. Oh, the or whatever you want to call it. Where the driver goes, you have Batman. Now, I'm fairly impressed with the Batmobile, but like I said, I'm a 6-inch kind of guy, articulation kind of guy, so I haven't really dove into Mattel's new scale here, the smaller scale. Not too impressive, but it works for in this context. I can see going this scale to get vehicles, because 6-inch scale figure, trying to get a Batmobile for that, it would be not possible. How about we say that? Impossible. I tried a 6-inch figure. He got his foot in there. That's about it. Like I said, I'm not sure what the standard figures I've seen at Toys R Us and that, but you pretty much just have knees and calf swivel, swing out at the, which surprised me here, swing out at the hip, forward and back. Elbows slightly turn like maybe 60 degrees, slightly past 45. They don't really get up to 90. Hinge and swivel, shoulder out, around, and the head acts like it's on a, or tries to act like it's on a ball. He can look up a little bit, can't look down. Cloth cape, so he'll go in the Batmobile, which, if it were up to me, he would be in the Batmobile all the time. Duck feet, no ankles, no wrists, no swivel in the arm. But I'm okay. And I don't, there's not a lot of detail to the costume. I see all this detail on the Batmobile. I want to see Batman with a lot of detail on him. But like I said, he'll be okay on the inside. Get in there. His ears, you have to kind of go behind the hinge here with his ears for the canopy to lock back down. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's probably not going to go on my shelf. My kid's going to love it. The packaging says adult collector, so, and I can see this maybe aimed more towards kids with the figure and all that, but at the same time, its availability only at Comic-Con and then on Maddie afterwards makes it kind of hard for kids to get these in their, you know, little hands. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I do like the design because I love the games. So, I mean, so making this car couldn't really, I mean, and plus with the action features, just make it rolls pretty good. It's hard wheels, so of course they're gonna kind of ratchet across the hard surface. I'm pretty happy. I mean, I'm glad. I appreciate Mattel sending this out. And if you're at Comic-Con or you catch it on, the side after Comic-Con, I can't say don't pick it up. At the same time, it's sad. I don't even know the price on this. I'll look that up. Put it in the comment or in the description below. But yeah. If you're a fan of the games, I don't see why you wouldn't pick this up. And I'll have a link to pictures and the written out review in the description. And if you like the video, like it, hit the thumbs up or throw a comment at it or subscribe. Whatever you want to do, man. And keep on fwooshing.